One of the most disturbing moments happened in Superman's life when he is implied to have been sexually tortured during one of his previous Silver Age adventures. The story originally published in 1970's World's Finest series, where the Man of Steel and the Dark Knight held prisoner under a Soviet dictator, Colonel Koslov. In that story, Koslov captures Superman by staging a false train accident to lure him into his trap. And when Superman gets distracted, Koslov depowering him with synthetic kryptonite wave. To escape the country, Superman then tries to disguise himself. He barely made it, only 5 miles, but as he attempts to sneak his way out of Koslov's hands, Superman gets confronted by a Lubanian soldier who dressed as Batman. After defeating the soldier, Superman then faces off against the real Batman. At first he thought it is another fake one, but soon Bruce reveals his identity and he informs him he came here to find him. Unfortunately, the pair get caught by Koslov and he throws them into his death camps. There, both Superman and Batman are being subjected to various cruelties in an attempt to break their spirits. They are being forced to do hard labor, humiliation, and starvation just for the enjoyment of the gods. And all of this causes a huge mental trauma on the Man of Steel, as Batman fears Superman can't handle this type of treatments. Even Perry White, Daily Planet's head, tries to free the pairs, but he also fails. Koslov then devises a plan. He makes a fake Batman and Superman and sends them to America and make the country believe that their heroes have returned. But secretly, the fake duo delivers the defense plan to Koslov. On the other hand, the real Batman and Superman are still struggling with the torture and humiliation. So to get out of this hell, the heroes devise a plan to switch their costumes, which misleads Koslov to shoot kryptonite waves at Batman, and it allows Superman to slowly regain his powers. As Superman returns to his full strength, he then uses it to escape the death camp along with Batman, and they return to Washington, and there they also capture the fake heroes and defeat them. The story then continues in the recent chapter of Superman Red and Blue, where years after that incident, Clark returns to Lubania to do the interview of Koslov for the Daily Planet. And as he wandering through the city, he then begins to remember all the past incident about how he got captured by Koslov and how they tortured him for 8 months. At that time he believed that Superman can survive anything, but that was the lie he told himself every night. It is here the writer puts a more darker and violent spin of Superman's time in the prison, which was never mentioned in the original story, as Superman was sexually tortured by the hands of Koslov's men. His memory showing him restrained in a bent over position and screaming out in pain, as the readers easily understand how much pain Superman received during his time in the death camp. Every day they tortured him in a way that left him exposed, and every day for 8 months they did things to him. Koslov showed him what it was like to be without power, helpless in a way that even Luthor or Brainiac never made him feel. As Clark leaves the cab, he then meets with Koslov at a restaurant for lunch, and he shows a fake interest to do a conversation of Koslov's current business, and Koslov has no idea with whom he is speaking to. Clark only wants to know if he has any remorse for all the thousands who died at his camp. Did he really care? Clark hopes that Koslov would be forever haunted by his own guilt for the lives he killed, and Clark's secret desire is to kill Koslov for his crime, for what he has done to him and thousands of innocent people. But in the end, Clark finds that Koslov is neither reformed nor remorseless, as Koslov only tells him many people had made mistakes during the Cold War years, and he also says it's easy to move on when you are the victimizer, not the victim. When his interview ends, Koslov is collected by his driver and he leaves the place. And with all of his powers, Superman cannot do anything except he let him go. He can also write about him to expose him on how Koslov is exploiting workers around the world, building wealth on their backs. He can write those things, but the problem is everywhere. Every city is full of people who live well because of others who are exploited, and the criminals are taking the advantage of this situation. Does anyone care about these things? Yes, one man cares, and he will do anything to save the innocents and help his world for a better place to live. I really love this dark image of Superman and how the writer John Ridley expresses the Man of Steel's human nature and also his weakness and fear. So which part you like the most? Please share your thoughts on the comment section down below, and also please subscribe, as this will motivate me to make more contents. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.